What's happening, guys? It is 3 o'clock. I actually got started on time today. That's pretty amazing. So this is a little bit different of a format. This is the live show for those of you that have not experienced this before. But there was a huge outcry when I said that I was no longer going to be doing partner project videos. So I decided I would combine the two, the live show and the partner project, and just show you guys what I was going to show you in the partner project videos during the live show. And there's an added benefit to that. You actually have feedback. You can actually do live feedback if you have questions. So that's an added benefit to it. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of different themes that I thought might be interesting. Let's see which one of these is my desktop. And I wanted to kind of go over some of the different types of themes. So let me actually pull up my themes. I kind of got away from it. So one of them is the Smashing Multimedia theme, which is a great free theme for video bloggers. And I'll post this link in chat. I'll also post it in the channel in the video comments once this goes live. But there's one link, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you can view a demo of it. This is great for if you're doing a YouTube type video, but it's kind of difficult to set up. It's kind of finicky. So it comes with instructions. Be sure to read the instructions and follow the instructions. I'm not gonna walk you guys through how to do this, but it's a really good theme for free. As you can see, if you mouse over the thumbnails here, you have the descriptions, and you have like a little side top banner up here for featured posts. So for free, this is probably the best YouTube theme that you're going to find. There's a couple more out there, video themes, but that one by far is the best one that I've seen. Let's see, another theme here is Journal Crunch. This is and these are all so far the best ones I found is on a website called Smashing Magazine, smashingmagazine.com, and they just have a section for like free WordPress themes, and they have a lot of WordPress tips, but they have offered some really cool free downloadable WordPress themes, and this is where I'm getting mine. So here's the link to this one real quick, and here's what it looks like. We'll do a live demo, but this is good for, say, photography, or if you're doing like a photo blog, or just mainly for excuse me, mainly for like if you're writing a lot, things like that. So that's something that's pretty cool. It's a very nice looking template. I like to go with the nice looking templates. What else have we got here? We got Infinity, which I actually had posted as my BuzzFrag theme, and it's pretty cool. The only downside to this one is that it doesn't really support plugins, which really sucks, because if you use WordPress a lot, you'll know that plugins are kind of essential to get extra added content, like Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, just stuff like that. But it's a really well designed template, and it's good for if you're wanting to do quick posts about something. Let's see what else we got. Here's my blog that I set up as a test, the BuzzFrag blog, and what I'm doing is I'm going to appearance over on the side, and there's an option for themes. And what I have is I've installed a few of these different themes that I've showed you. And like here's the Journal Crunch one. Here's one that I really like as well. And you can just hit the preview button and it will bring up a preview for it. But I actually have this background. This blue wooden background is my current Tinkernut.com background. I really like it. I really like this design, but as I said before, it's all just mainly the graphics that make it. All web pages are essentially the same as far as posts and stuff, but it's just the graphics that you can change out. There's another type of theme that I wanted to tell you guys about, and it's something that's kind of newer. It's out there because of mobile devices and iPads and stuff. You have to kind of be careful about your WordPress theme, because if people are trying to view it on a mobile device, like an iPhone or even an iPad, it's going to show up differently depending on what theme you have. If you have a really elaborate theme that's kind of meant for desktops, it's going to look like crap on a mobile device. So there's a new type of theme out there that's called responsive theme, a mobile responsive theme. And what that means is it's responsive to the size of the web browser. If you're using a smartphone, then the web browser is going to be really thin like that, so it's going to shrink the web page down. Responsive web pages adapt to the size of the browser so that it looks good and clean on any device that you have. So I've found a couple of free ones. It's very hard to find some free ones, so I thought I'd share the free ones that I found with you. One of them, probably the best looking one, is called iTheme 2. I'm going to go ahead and activate it, kind of show you guys what it does, hopefully, if it decides to cooperate. So I've activated it. It's got settings, theme settings. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, so here's what it looks like. I've just got one sample post, but let's see what happens if we resize the browser. See, so this would be like the browser size of an iPad. If you shrink it down more, this would be the size of a mobile phone, and as you can see, it maintains its structure. It maintains a good structure. So that one's called iTheme. Let me pull up the website and send you guys the link. So this is by a website called themify.me. Yeah, it's called iTheme because it does look like a Mac. And again, you can customize the graphics. I don't really care for the Mac kind of looking theme, but you can customize the graphics. Essentially what you're wanting is that responsive nature to it. So if you don't like that one, there is another one. It's a little bit more plain, but all that means really is that you can do a lot more with it. And that one's called, let me get the right screen here. That one's called Buddypress. So let me activate this one. And it's got different settings here as well, which is kind of interesting. This is the new WordPress 3.3. The update just came out, so they do things a little bit differently. But let me refresh the page here. So this is what Buddypress looks like. And again, if we shrink down the page, this would be like the size of an iPad. And then if you shrink it down even more, this would be the size of a phone. But it keeps the structure, which is pretty nice if you're wanting your website to be mobile accessible and stuff. So the Pichu says, how do you get more traffic to your website? That's difficult. A lot of people think that SEO, or search engine optimization, is the way to go. That is a lie on top of a lie on top of a lie. Here's what I don't believe in SEO. There's some legitimate forms of SEO. but a majority of them are not true. They do things in ways that'll get you in more trouble. They game the system, in other words, and if you get caught gaming the system, Google will remove you completely from their website. So you don't really want to do that. So the best way that I have found to publicize yourself is to get involved with websites that are already established. And when I say get involved with, I don't mean post your link or post a comment advertising your blog on their website. That's essentially called spamming. That's not what I mean. I mean actually getting involved with that website, with the website creators, with the website contributors, and things like that. Becoming a contributor yourself. And that goes along with Facebook as well. If you want to establish yourself on the web, establish your website on the web, you definitely want to have a Twitter account, a Facebook page, and let's say a Google Plus page. Google Plus not as much as a bargaining chip now as far as getting your name out there, but I think it soon will be. And you want to update those often. You want to keep people engaged, and you want to give them multiple places to find you from. And here's the reason that you want to do Facebook and Twitter mainly, because whenever you search Google, it generally, search Google for anything, it generally picks resources that are well established. Facebook and Twitter are websites that are really well established, so it will pull up those results first. If you take photos, you want to get a Flickr account, because then that will also appear at the top of the list. It's very hard to do, but if you're lucky enough to have a Wikipedia page, then that will definitely put you at the top of the search engine list. So a lot of my search results, if you search for Tinkernut, that come up, a lot of them aren't even directly from my website. They're from websites that I've collaborated with, like 5men.com, which is a website showing videos in 5 minutes or less, Lifehacker from contributed posts, different stuff like that. So you want to get involved with all those different things. So as far as mobile themes go, you got the responsive themes, which I've kind of showed you, which is probably the best way to go if your theme kind of fits in that area. If not, there's plugins that you can get to fix that, to remedy that. And I haven't covered plugins before, so I figured this would be a good time. So how you get to plugins is you go to the plugins option, installed plugins, and I have two default ones here, Hello Dolly and Askimet. Hello Dolly is just a sample one that can easily be deleted, but Askimet is good for protecting your site from comment spammers. The only thing is that you have to create an Askimet account and get an API key, and they ask you to pay for it. You don't have to pay for it, but they get really disappointed if you don't pay for it. So that's kind of that. But if you want to add new plugins, you can go to the Add New at the top and just search for plugins. And here you can find anything that you can imagine to add to your WordPress blog. So one of the plugins is WP Mobile, I think. Let's actually just search for mobile. See what comes up. So you have the WordPress mobile pack, and you have a mobile detector, which detects if somebody is viewing your website from a mobile site. Let's see, WP Tap. I actually have this one, the WP Tap. And what it does is it detects what browser you're searching from. So if somebody's viewing you from Chrome, Firefox, all the desktop browsers, it will show one website. But if you're browsing from a mobile website like mobile Safari, mobile Chrome, Dolphin, then it's going to show the viewer a different website. It's going to show them a mobile website of your choice. And some of these, like the WordPress mobile pack, has default mobile themes. Let me see if I can actually bring up my website on a mobile device. It's a piece of crap right now. I'm still working on it, still trying to find the best way for it. Or you guys could try and bring it up. A lot of people ask me what phone I have. I have a Droid X is what I got for right now. Hopefully this is still in mobile mode. Taking a little while to load. Yeah, so here we go. Let me switch to different camera. There we go. So this is so this is what my mobile website looks like, and you have all the different blogs. But that's essentially what I have, and the reason that I have it is because I really like my desktop web interface, my desktop version of my website. So I'm just trying to make a totally separate mobile one. Alright. So that's some of the different plugins. Also, a lot of people ask me how you can make your website available to multiple users. And there is if you go under settings in here, I believe it's in settings, there should be an option to allow users to register. So here it is. It's under membership, and a little checkbox that says anyone can register. You want to check that and click Save Changes. That will allow anybody to register on your website. And then what you want to do is install something such as Buddypress. So you want to go to Add New Plugins and search for Buddypress. And Buddypress essentially will turn your website into like a Facebook type website where people can socialize with each other, where they can leave messages, where they can leave links, where you can have forums and stuff like that. So actually Buddypress doesn't have a good forum application, but one that you can get for it that works really well is called bbpress. I think it's what it's called. Let's see. So if you install both of those, they work very well in harmony. And so you can install Buddypress, bbpress, and make sure you enable anyone to register. And once you have all those three things installed, you can have multiple people sign up on your site and contribute stuff. So somebody asked earlier about using using like Google Sites as your website. I prefer not to, because I like having full customizability, you know what I mean, of my website. So I like to be able to completely customize it, and you can't really do that with hosting like Blogger or WordPress.com instead of WordPress.org and things like that. They don't give you full reign of what you can and can't install. If you have a good website like that works fine, then go ahead and keep it. But just keep in mind that the larger your website gets and the more people that visit, the less shared hosting such as those types of providers are going to be able to accommodate for the amount of traffic you're getting. And I wanted to tell you guys about the different plugins and how you could get people to your site. If you do decide to go with Buddypress, then I would highly recommend getting a Buddypress specific website template, because you want a website template where people can get to the forums easy, where people can log in easy, and generally default WordPress templates don't have all that. So that's just something. What I've shown you guys is the different plugins and stuff and themes that you can get for your website, how to make it compatible with mobile devices and multiple user logins. So what I'm going to show you guys next week is the domain names. I'm going to talk about how to get domain names, how to get people to your site, and things like that. So that's what's in store for next week. So I will see you guys then.